Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be opening my second year uni results live on camera, and obviously like doing my reaction to it. But before I get into the video, quick shout out to those who stopped by my channel for the first time. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment and hit the subscribe button down below.
I did have a Zen, 13 hours till I land, had me out like a light, like a light, like a light, slept through the flight.
And I know when people watch these kind of like uni results videos or just results videos, they like it to get straight to the point. So for that reason, I am going to put a timestamp for exactly where I do send my results in the comment. It will probably be like my pinned comment. But before I actually open my results, I just want to give you guys a little bit of info, a little bit of background info, obviously relevant to my result. So the first thing is, what uni do I go to? I go to the University of Leicester and I study law. Of course, I'm in my second year. And yeah, I just thought it would be interesting to show you guys result I got. I didn't do that in first year because obviously it was first year and I think I was gonna do it. Actually, was I? Well, I was gonna do my A-level results, but I was too nervous. But for this year, I don't mind doing it on camera, just for the fact that I feel like I already know what I got, and really and truly I don't think I did well. I had a very hard year this year. I struggled a lot, not gonna lie, and obviously I left things too late. So in as much as I feel like I am gonna be upset at my grade, low-key, high-key, there's no one to blame but myself. I just hope that I won't be like too sad, because I do sometimes, you know, when you've done bad and you're like you don't care, but then you look at the result and you're like, oh my god, and you're so sad. That is, and I do that all the time and it's so annoying. But really and truly I cannot even be upset for this grade because it's actually my fault. But I was also dealing with like some personal stuff, so there's that. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm not going to talk about like my course and what modules I did, etc, etc, because I'm going to do that in a separate video. But I am gonna say that up until my last exam, oh god, I was on the road to a 2-1. Not a bad, not really, but a 2-1. My first exam went okay. It wasn't amazing. My second exam was my first exam was a land law exam. My second exam was a criminal law exam. My criminal law exam, well, at first it was the one that I was the most shook for, and that was actually my best exam. Like after that exam I had hope and I thought like, wow, like I can actually do this, you get me? I thought yeah, in the bag, 2-1 in the bag. But then my EU law exam just had to come and kick me on my face and ruin me. But really and truly that was my own fault. So in law there are like 8 questions, which are basically 8 essays. You have to pick 3 and I could only answer 2. So obviously I'm not gonna lie, really and truly I've already failed the paper, so it was a sticky one still, but I tried my best. I'm actually scared to open them. I feel like I'm gonna cry, I don't know. But yeah, that's just a little bit of background info. So everything was going good until it wasn't. And also I failed one of my coursework. In that particular course I failed it, so I literally got third. That was my first ever third ever, and I was so distraught. And I was like, okay, obviously because of that I have to work extra hard so that I can make up for that fact, and that's what I tried to do, and unfortunately I don't think I did that. We'll see when I look at my results. So obviously that was a shame, and you know what it is, and the reason that I like proper failed is because I accidentally submitted it late, accidentally, but like, and it was like 5 seconds, oh god, it was like 5 seconds late, and I appealed and they were like no. So obviously I lost 10 marks. So obviously the essay itself wasn't great, but the like 10 marks or so that I lost made me get a third. If not, I could have got like a 2-2. Still not an amazing grade, but it would have counted for something. And then in my inheritance module I got I want to say a 2-2 or a 2, no, let me not lie, I think it was a 2-2, and I was hoping to get a 2-1 in that to hope to balance out the third that I got, but I didn't do too well. My inheritance course was really, it wasn't hard, I actually really enjoyed it. Inheritance was a very interesting module. It's really nice to learn about wills, but it's not only wills, it's also tax. You have to learn about taxation, which is maths. I am rubbish at maths. I got a C in GCSE. Maths is not for me. I left that in secondary school. I did not expect it to be on my course, and it was very hard. It was also a 48-hour assignment, extremely hard. And I know this sounds like excuses, but it's not even, it's kind of just like reasons. It's just background information. But yeah, so because of that, those 2 low grades, I feel like that really brought my mark down. Obviously obviously that's on top of me not doing well in my EU law exam, but I digress. Okay guys, so let's get straight to the point. Let me open up the results. results. I'm actually shook. Obviously, like, my results are out today, and I told my dad, like, listen, my results are out today. I didn't do well. After my EU law exam, I was like to my dad, I didn't do well. I really didn't do well. I had to really start drilling it into my parents so that, you know, when I get my results, they don't, you know, because I've told you from the get-go, like, I didn't do well. My dad actually texted me earlier, and he was like, where are your results? And I was like, because obviously I'm just trying to film the video first, so I'm longing out, because I actually got my results this morning, but I hadn't opened it. Okay, so mental health, I got 40%, which is a third. Inheritance, I got 52. That's terrible. That's a 2-2. In criminal, I thought I did well in criminal, but evidently I did not. I got a 2-2. And EU, I did terribly. I got a 43, so a third. And land law, I got a 2-1. So that was my only 2-1 in second year. Am I super sad? I'm surprised about criminal law. Like, I can't be sad because it is what it is, you know what I mean? But let me look at my overall result. I'm guessing that's a 2-2. Okay, it's not saying. I click on the decision. Guys, I'm stressed, and this thing is just so annoying. Like, this website is so irritating. I don't want to have to add up the grades myself. Okay, so I got 50, which is just a 2-2, which is bad, but we thank God, because really and truly I could have got a third. I hope I've calculated that right. I'm gonna do it again one more time, but I don't know. I'm upset, but I knew what I was gonna get. I feel like I'm most disappointed about criminal, because I left that exam and I was very confident about that exam, because my landlord exam went okay, but I wasn't that confident in it, and I got a 66, which is almost a first. You know, I wasn't expecting that. So for me to get the 54 in criminal, even though that was my most confident exam, is a bit disheartening. And then EU 43, that's understandable. I only did 2 questions out of the 3. There was no way it was going to go very well. But yeah, I'm disappointed about criminal law. Obviously, I am disappointed, you know, altogether about everything, but I knew what I was going to get, so I'm just trying to stay positive. The main thing is, this second year is worth 40% and third year is worth 60%. So if I do well in, obviously my last year, God willing, I can still graduate with like a 2-1. Could I graduate with first? Bloody unlikely at this point, mate, because that is a low. Like, that, babe, that is the lowest of the 2-2s that I got. So yeah, I thought I got a 50%. I actually got 52%. I cannot add 52.2. So yeah, that is a 2-2. Better than a 50 though. So yeah, that is my second year results. I got a 2-2. Not amazing. Ugh, it's not amazing at all, but it is what it is. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, uni is hard. Like, in as much as I got a 2-2 and I am upset, like, it's not something that I should totally beat myself up over. Just being able to pass is like a blessing in itself. Like, I love that around these times, like on the TL, like on Twitter, you always see people like reassuring people, like, no matter what your grade, even if you got like a 2-2, like, it's okay. Like, because just getting through uni in itself is an achievement, no matter what grade you get. So I'm not going to try and beat myself up too much, you know. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my evening, watch some Love Island and whatnot. But we move, like, next year I'm just going to go so much harder so that I can actually really and truly graduate with like a 2-1. And yeah, thanks so much for watching this video, guys. This is the end. If you do want to hear more about my second year experience studying law, I will be filming a video on that. But yeah, check that out if you're interested. And if you did like this video and you like to look at me or whatever, hit the subscribe button down below, and hopefully I'll see you in a later video.